let's move on to that series then. Let's talk about the Final Four. And it is interesting because there's like fun storylines with all 4 potential Cup final matchups, but it just kind of sucks that the narrative around all of this is that Dallas and Edmonton is going to be electric, explosive, and like, who gives a fuck about Carolina versus Florida?
There's still a lot of intrigue in this like Carolina-Florida series. Like
for us, yes. For general public and like casual hockey viewers, not at all.
Yeah.
Do you disagree?
Probably
I think they are all dialed for Dallas Edmonton, and they're like,
yeah,
if I'm available for Carolina, Florida, I'll watch it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting, especially the fact that Heiskanen came back and looked as good as he did. Like, he is sick. He is so fucking sick.
You know how much I love him.
Oh my god, he is fucking unbelievable. Again, Harley, unbelievable. Like, that Dallas team is cooking right now. Granlund can't stop scoring, apparently, which is also very funny.
The whole thing, dude. How about Sam Steele has that massive, like, impactful goal?
I was like, I'm gonna throw up. I was like, this is the most annoying shit in the world.
Dallas is like, hey, let's take what Minnesota has done and like make it better between Granlund, Steele, Dumba's being benched, which maybe the Wild should have considered. They even bought out Suter after we bought out Suter. Like, they're just one-upping everything we did, and it's all working. And then, of course, their best player so far, second best player, because no one's better than Rantanen, is Ottinger. And then their best player now has basically solidified that he is Moose. Like, Marcus Foligno should just relinquish the title altogether. Who's Moose?
The Meeson.
Many much Moosin.
It's a great bit.
The 3 people that got that joke are going to love it, and everyone else is like, what the hell am I listening to?
The Mason. Was it Brian Regan?
Yes. It is his best stand-up bit. It's one of my favorites ever. The stupid in school.
The slowly unraveling. He was like, the Mason. The fuck. Anyway.
But so let's not go over to Dallas Edmonton again. Let's talk Carolina Florida. See, you moved on to the other series, proving that Carolina Florida will widely be viewed as boring. I love this one though. Like, it is probably the 2 best coaches remaining, and it's going to be interesting now seeing Florida go from playing against Toronto to a completely different style of makeup with Carolina. And famously, Carolina cannot be swept, even though they've been swept in every single conference finals that they've played in. They cannot be swept. Just ask Rod Brindamore. He'll tell you.
They've never been. It's not possible.
Now, in fairness, maybe his argument would be that it's not a sweep because they're not gentlemen. Because all they've done is gentleman sweeps the whole way through. He's like, we haven't been swept because the other team, they weren't gentlemen.
Honestly, like, one of the things that's actually really intriguing about this one is the fact that, like, I mean, we've talked about the Devils Carolina series where it was just like, man, this could have been very fun if not for all these injuries. We went up, they went up against Washington, and I think we both picked Carolina in 6, maybe.
I might have said 5.
You may have said 5. I was surprised how easily they dispatched them. And I mean, the fact that, again, they get a couple big time performances from our boy Logan Stankoven. By the way, he looks like he's going to be a fucking phenomenal Carolina Hurricane.
Well, dude, they flat out said the reason that they like went after him in the trade, they're like, yeah, he will fit in a way that Rantanen did not.
Yeah.
Because they even said, like, they admitted after the fact, they're like, he was doing things in practice where it's like, holy shit, this is awesome. But, dude, that's not how we do things. It's like, wait, what?
Hey, you're here? I need you around here. I need you down here a little bit. You're up here.
You're doing too much. Need you a little bit less. Well, no. Now you're just laying there. You got to do something.
No, okay, not that. Okay. Now you're doing nothing. I still really believe that was going to be so that could work, turning their like pure shot volume into shot conversion. But here we are. But like again, Taylor Hall's been really good the playoffs. Logan Stankoven looks awesome. And again, Sveshnikov again was a beast in this series too. It's 2 series in a row that he's just been a fucking animal.
Hang on, important question. Who is the best player in the series?
I'd probably still say Barkov.
No, I think Carberry answered the question.
What did he say? I didn't even listen to that pressure.
He gushed over Jacob Slavin.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
I think that's the answer. But sure, I got time for the Barkov argument.
And I mean, we talked about this too after that, or maybe it was midway through that Devil series, but like sprinkling a little Conn Smythe on Slavin doesn't, because he was a fucking animal in that series against Washington. Like they just could get nothing going. The fact that we have Slavin and Forsling again in the same series, very fun. Also, maybe not that fun. I don't really know. It's just like 2 absolute fucking horses that like skate like the wind, shut everyone down. Like the plays they make with their stick, like it's like they're not going to blow anyone up. They're not like going to score like several points per game or whatever, but like the foundational skills that they have, they can both play 30 minutes a night if you need them to, and they're going to go up against your top dogs and be fine and be comfortable. Like 2 of the elite quiet defensemen in this league going head to head. Very fun for me to watch anyways.
Very fun. Now, we should cover this for all 4 teams, but let's talk these 2. Who are the guys that like the narrative's going to be around like, hey, they got to win the cup for this dude, right? Like I think the obvious one for Carolina is, Brent Burns. I think he's really the only one that stands out for me. Florida, I feel like Nate Schmidt's my guy, but do you have a different pick for either
People
team?
love Schmidt.
Huh?
People love Nate Schmidt.
Yes,
you cut out before whoever you said on Carolina.
Oh, the person I said for Carolina was Brent Burns.
Yeah. I personally would love to see for Taylor Hall too.
Taylor, that's actually a really good pick.
I actually don't think there is anyone on Florida. I think people hate like people outside of Boston, like watching the 4 Nations thing. We're like, damn it, Marchand's really fun. We do like him. God damn it, they were right. He is funny as fuck. This is weird. But then he went to Florida. It's like, all right, fuck this guy. Like we hate everyone on this fucking team. Like,
well, and the other guy that would have been like
piece of shit
worth mentioning would be Seth Jones, but I feel like people already hated him to begin with,
like
and then he's with Florida, so they hate him more.
Yeah, there might not be anyone on Florida. People are like, yay, good for that guy.
I think Nate Schmidt.
Yeah, Nate Schmidt, I guess. I just don't know how much like name brand value he has around the league. You know what I mean? Like people know him.
Fair.
But it's not. It's like a different level of like you said, or like I said, Taylor Hall. You said Brent Burns. Like everyone knows those 2, obviously, 2 of the more well-known guys in the league. But I think Florida at this point, everyone hates them anyways. I'm at the point now where like I can't hate them. Like I'm just in awe of watching them because it's just like
they're fun.
They're unbelievable. And their game plan is so fucking simple. And the buy-in that every fucking guy has is insane. But Carolina, they also have a team full of buy-in. Like, so that's the thing too. These are 2 of the hardest working teams in the league.
In very different ways.
Yeah. Where it's like Carolina's gonna give you the like fucking just insane volume. Shots mostly from the outside, whatever. But now they've actually got some like intriguing pieces there with like Stankoven, Hall, like Sveshnikov, just a beast, and he's been a beast in the playoffs. So it's like still different than it has been in years past. But then you have Florida, who's just like, we are going to chip it in and kill you. But guys like Slavin mitigate that, where it's just like, yeah, he's almost unforecheckable. That being said, Sam Bennett fucking killed him last time they played. Like, out cold, asleep, with one of the most insane forechecks I've ever seen. But it's going to be fascinating.
Dude, Sam Bennett's going to make so much money this summer.
Yeah. What's going to make people sick is he going to take a little bit less just to stay there?
I mean, if so, I respect it.
I half expect like almost every guy on that team to be like, I'll take a little less just to chill out here. Because they just have a team that can win for years.
And it's the golf cart community, right? Like, it's basically like Tampa has the jet skis and Florida has the golf carts.
Yep. Yeah.
And it is pretty crazy. Now, the fun one, I don't know why I'm spinning to this, but thinking of like a Sam Reinhart, right? Buffalo has the reputation of like, hey, we've got all these great first round picks that didn't work out here. They leave and win. Is that going to be the new dialogue around the Leafs? Like all of their big guys that now like filter out as they start shuffling the cards. Like Marner's going to win a cup in the next couple of years. Matthews will leave. He'll win a cup shortly thereafter. Like, is that the best case scenario for you as the outside viewer hating the Leafs?
I don't know. I think at this point for them, like it's such a ridiculous scenario, like situation that they find themselves in, that if one of those X guys goes and wins a cup, they're like, it was never going to happen here. So good, whatever. Don't get like
incredible pull from Cosgrove.
That's
Buffalo is the good luck chuck of the NHL. They take these players out on dates to Jesus Crust. That is the best fictional restaurant that has ever been created. You will not convince me otherwise.
Yeah.
Jesus Crust.
Good. That's really good. Yeah. I mean, again, I still just think like that fan base, like everyone involved in that market is just like, you know what? If someone leaves here and goes and wins a cup, it was literally never going to happen here with this mix. Like, it was just never going to work. So whatever, dude. Yeah. Like, whatever.
You know what, though? Like, it can work. Like, we're seeing it right now, and it's different, sure. But I told you at the beginning of the year, I couldn't even rationalize it or explain it. Carolina Hurricanes, on paper, got worse this offseason. They lost some, like, noteworthy names. Didn't truly backfill them, but they just had the right guys that fit the right vibe, and they've got the coaching, they've got the full culture, and they were in a division that wasn't going to challenge them too much. Like, Toronto could look worse on paper and still perform better. And that's very, very possible, especially with Berube. If they bring in the right guys, I don't know. It'll be fun to wait and see just all of the chaos around that this summer. So what's your pick then? Like, what's your stance on how the series is going to shake out, Florida, Carolina, before we jump over to the quote-unquote fun series?
I think I'm going to go Florida again. I think I'm going to go 6. Like, watching how well they can just cook is unbelievable to me. Honestly, if the Leafs had won last night, I think I would have picked the Leafs. I think, like, if it had, like, I think I would have picked, like, it's just, I don't know what it is.
I get it.
It's going to be interesting. Carolina's, like, about as healthy as you could be through 2 rounds of the playoffs. Like, Washington, obviously a hard team to play against. They wasn't a whole lot of anything going on in that series anyways, as far as physicality goes. But, I mean, is a lot of rest. So that's been a few extra days, but
I kind of thought I thought this going into both series, Toronto would have preferred to play Carolina and Florida would have preferred to play Washington. The way that they match up. And I just think Carolina is a team that's, 1, disciplined enough, 2, deep enough that third line for Florida isn't going to be what wins it for them. Again, it's a huge, like, scale tipping piece, but they need more from their big dogs. And like a lot of the guys are playing fine, but we haven't seen them pop on the score sheet. We know Matthew Tkachuk is not himself. He is absolutely playing through something that we'll never hear about until the series is over. I think this is Carolina's time. They will truly not be swept. Problem is, I feel like if it gets to a game 7, they will lose because Florida just has that pedigree that they're going to figure it out and get it done. So Carolina's got to win in 5 or 6, and I guess I'm going to say Carolina in 6. Yeah, I believe if Anderson stays healthy and keeps playing like he's been playing, I don't have concerns through the rest of their lineup. It's really, is Freddie Anderson going to keep doing what he's done? If so, I absolutely believe. And everyone shits on their black jerseys for whatever reason. I love Carolina's black jerseys. Sorry, Pete Blackburn.
Yeah, I'm like neutral on them, I think. Let me just pull up. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting too because it's like we talked about Florida's the third line, like the Marchand, Luosterainen, Lundell line, and then like Carolina has another one of those lines too, where it's like the I want to pull up their actual numbers from Natural Stat Trick. 5v5, like the Jordan Stahl, Jordan Martinook, Seth Jarvis line is like Jordan Stahl, I think, could play till he's 85 fucking years old. Like he is just a machine. He is a literal robot. But I mean, they give up nothing as far as like offense going against the other way. Like they're on the ice, they control expected goals by 62%, scoring chances 73%, like nothing high danger. Like they have another one of those lines too, where it's just like, I don't know, like it's a very intriguing matchup, regardless of like how exciting the hockey is. It is a very, very intriguing matchup just because it's just like two seemingly chaotic teams going head to head. But yeah, like you said though, the fact that like Tkachuk's on like one leg or like whatever that fucking injury is, like the big dogs haven't popped yet. It's either like, hey, are they feeling something? They've played a ton of fucking hockey over the last 2 years. So we'll see. But it's gonna be I think it's gonna be really, really fun to watch. Two of the best coaches in the league too. So we'll see.
Fair enough.